What's up, guys? Welcome back to Van TV Media, guys. Thank you guys for supporting this channel, and for the newcomers, please subscribe to our channel so that in case we put on a new update, we'll be the first one to view. Also share to our friends so that they can get the information that we may keep in our platform. We are going to Ghana, guys, and we saw Ghana. US have brought in Ghana 14 armed vehicles, and these things has brought out questions, guys. We don't know what is the plan of USA bringing in those 14 armed vehicles. As you see in Africa right now, we have tension of some other countries are being used to do what are being used to eliminate Ibrahim Traore, whereby the Ibrahim Traore is the only president that is taking African abroad, is the only president that we believe in. Just watch on what happened to Ghana and we'll proceed on, guys.
Proud to provide the finest equipment available to the Ghana Armed Forces. And these 14 armored personnel carriers are the latest example of that great tech, and also of how Ghana and the United States working together strengthens both Ghana and the United States. In a world facing complex security challenges, no country can go it alone. As General Bitanu noted last month, at the African Land Forces Summit. Security challenges are just too complex for single actors to act alone. And that's why it's so important that Ghana is an exporter of peace. Whenever they are needed, the Ghana Armed Forces answer the call. Peace operations, border security, responding to national disasters, the GAF are always up for the challenge. Ghanaian service women and men have proven time and again that they stand ready to serve with honor and distinction. And I'm pleased that this equipment will help with that continued service.
This occasion is not just a symbol of the enduring partnership between our two countries. It is also a tangible expression of our shared commitment to peace, stability, and security within Ghana and across the West African sub-region. Your Excellency, this generous donation will go a long way in strengthening the operational readiness of the Ghana Armed Forces. These highly capable, mine-resistant, ambush-protected vehicles will enhance troop protection, mobility, and effectiveness in counter-terrorism operations and internal security efforts, including the fight against illegal mining, Galamsey. They are not only assets for national defense, but instruments for regional peace and global solidarity. Over the years, the United States has remained a dependable partner in capacity building journey of the Ghana Armed Forces, providing training, technical assistance, and equipment support. Today's handing over is yet another milestone in our enduring defense cooperation, and we are deeply appreciative of your continued support.
It baffles me, say, up to now, Bibini have no idea who their friends and enemies are up to now. Just say Adriania donation, Edro Vasensa donation, Sikansua donation, weapons Sonsua donation, everything donation. Ye nim ya tamfo, ye nim ya namfo, Sanso na ye nim ya tamfo. Saadi we a bullshit. Men say where's waha a young kwasi asemi the highest order a your phone. I don't care. Say nam and this for so now by and nam why so now by a bullshit. This is arrant rubbish. Ghana, ye need any security issue bia waha. Munti ye mfa armored car and fighting Galamsey. Galamsey for ne hon pina krabun kretu. Ye mfa armored car fighting Galamsey. Ye need any security issue bia o Ghana ha. It is our more cast we a trap. Munti na ya na oh. Mentias yes say ebesi na bibini intimentias yes say. Ever since I share the Western world, One year from one donation to the other. They will never ever teach us how to fish. They always want to give us fish. So we will continue to be slaves under them. Every day donation. Adia send donation. Donation we know. Africa. Apart from making you puppets, apart from making you to lick their feet, apart from making you slaves of the Western world, no, a dear quine so, and as a donation we esi abua Africa. Eti enkwasi daben, and a bibini betia say the Western world is your enemy. Enkwasi daben. Any African leader bia oba sorry say, oh CSC Africa bia, and ya Russia for the tuno. Enye China for the tuno. Enye North Korea for the tuno. Enye the Western world. Ena just say a tuna dia so kuni free ho. Ayakon, ayeno, ye nsua mu nyansa da. Omo de ye Gaddafi, ye de ye Nkrumah. Me say every other African freedom fighter bia omo de ye no ebesi na ye Ghana ha say non-aligned posture. See ye didi ha, didi ha. Abrafo de ba ye beje. Russia de ba yebeje, China for the ba yebeje. Na ebe day and a Russia, China, and answer the Western world after is serious. Mete hey, most of you take me serious because I have aligned myself with Loud Silence Media. Eba ye and anka ene na me were the side of Kadechi Mensa, Adia Chia, na me were the side of Kevin Taylor. Most of you will never ever trust me and take me serious. It is gonna happen. Say non-aligned posture no nkwasi asem bullshit baby we are say dre. Every nation is picking their friends. So when we are say na say we name your friends, na say we name watamfo so a wayira oye kwasia. So when we are say you have no idea who your enemies and friends are. You have lost as a nation, you have lost as a people, you have lost as a person. So how we go through the comments on social media. Those who are commenting, about 98% are against this move. About 98% of the youth are against this move. And I say African leaders, Mampeni Mahama Mutia say, baby, we are saying mistakes now, you know. The youth of today are not willing to commit the same mistake. Sa puppet lifestyle no and I think through NPP and Penifo and live you over the years, you know. The youth of today are not ready to go that way. Montia for good. Because Senya make me boa. Bisa wo say time when I hear so Mampeni Mahama in. You people presented your democratic leaders, so-called democratic elected leaders. Omu ina ba ho. Na so Ibrahim Traore eba ho no. Unya fancy chance anko for ni na. Bisa wo say edientia. Say Ibrahim Traore eba ho no. Unya fancy chance your so-called democratic leaders ni na. It tells you the mindset of the youth of today. Say and the youth na ye wo no. And say say omu mpetie. Because they have realized say the Western world has always been an enemy of Africa. And ain't changing that for eternity. Omu changing omu adwe that. Omu eba Africa. Efa musem kwa. Ehu musemu ye mboa no. Omu hu musemu ye nipa da. Na sebi iwiase asai. Ede na yepe. Eye sikampo na yepa. Ene China fompu sika. Almost more than US. Eye China fompu no. Ena ebo America for besia. China for America for the China for ka. Enti empo. Eye sika na yepa. China for ewo sika de maye. And then a bridge, a coin, infrastructure. The Chinese are willing to offer us. Now we are China for Africa. Come to Nairobi here. Come and see the wonders Chinese are doing here. Yane America for 190 over the years. UK for 190 over the years. A dear dinner is Ghana. Wo ubetimi appointed at Trebe say. A America for na eboa Ghana. Emma Ghana nyai. A dear not even one. Osaji for AC atomic energy. A America for the TM. Omo the sadie we ayemu over the years. Yes, yemu nyansa da.
We've seen yesterday, we've seen USA government has given Ghana 14 what armed vehicles. So these things has just brought out the questions among Africans, whereby you see Africans, we are right now fighting the whites. We are right now don't want to see any country being the puppet of the white. But we've seen American have come out to do what, to donate those armed vehicles, those 14 armed vehicles, and we've come to a question: why is it can so? You remember, in Africa right now, we have seen President Ibrahim Traore is the only president who does things that the way we want us African to be. We need the presidents who does the way Ibrahim Traore is doing right now. We saw most countries in the West are fighting Ibrahim Traore. They don't want to see Ibrahim Traore doing what he is doing to the people of Africa, and that's why we are coming up with the questions. Why is it that white are coming up with those things, with those armed vehicles to Ghana? You saw Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast betrayed us, whereby Ivory Coast was being used to eliminate Ibrahim Traore, and that story leaked. And the military who was behind that plan was arrested. And for now, we don't trust a country that has its relationship with America. We don't have faith in the country who has the relationship with France, because you've seen the France, America are the enemy of Burkina Faso. France, America are targeting Ibrahim Traore to be eliminated, so that they can continue benefiting on the resources that were benefiting in France, in Burkina Faso, before. So these things of America bringing in the armed vehicles has brought questions. Why is it America decided to do this in name of providing security of Ghana? This is that, as we know, America are targeting Burkina Faso. America are targeting Ibrahim Traore. This may be a plan of them using Ghana to fight Ibrahim Traore. This is the plan that they are trying to use to fight who? To fight Ibrahim Traore in his leadership. We saw yesterday, Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore is the only man who was appointed, who was invited in the celebration of Russian. He was the only man who was invited to go and attend the celebration that was there in Russia. And you've seen how Russia are planning to make Ibrahim Traore to be secure. The way they came up with the plan that came from Russia to go to Burkina Faso, only to pick who? To pick the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore, because Ibrahim Traore has the threat to every countries of West. Every country of West are planning to eliminate this guy, because he's coming up with the revolution that may cause harm to those countries. He's coming up with Pan-Africanism, where most West countries will not benefit the way they were benefiting in African by getting the resources that they were getting up to improve their countries. They are the resources that they were using to in the industries in their countries, because we've seen countries like France, the companies have closed. Almost 44,000 people have lost their job because of what? The minerals are not going to that country, because of what? Ibrahim Traore has refused France to get minerals from Burkina Faso. This shows that France were benefiting a lot from Burkina Faso. France were benefiting all the resources that are used in France came from Burkina Faso. After Ibrahim Traore refused to associate with France, is now France is is not doing well in its industrial areas. So guys, this is what we are fear of Ghana. We are telling Mahama, don't be used to do such a thing to President of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traore. Don't be cheated by being provided for those things that are being provided in that country because of eliminating Ibrahim Traore. That is not nice. We African, we are not happy for what Africans, our fellow Africans are trying to be used to do to our fellow leader Ibrahim Traore. And guys, just drop your comment on what is your opinion on that. What is your opinion on other countries being used to do such a act?